dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Madison Carmouche. A messy Friday night continues across the mountains with rain and snow. Let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Cameron Aaron for the latest on this First Alert weather day. Cameron?
Yeah, Madison, we are tracking some rain and snow showers across the region. That rain snow line pushing into southwest Virginia, also southern Kentucky at this hour. Let's zoom into the Cumberland Valley. Some snow showers in Pulaski County pushing into London for Laurel County, also into Clay County at this hour, and some heavier snow bands pushing into Hazard, also Heinemann for Knott County, also pushing into Floyd County and Pike County at this hour. So some more heavier snow showers are possible as we go into this evening. Notice the back edge of the snow pushing through places like Louisa, also pushing through Paintsville and Magoffin County at this hour. So we are tracking the back edge of that system, as this is a quick moving snow system as we go through late Friday, also early into your Saturday. A live look from I-64 in Rowan County. We are down to 30 degrees over in Moorhead. And like we talked about, the better chance for that more accumulating snow would be over those far northern counties like Rowan County near the I-64 corridor. And that is what we had earlier this evening. A winter weather advisory will continue for all the counties in purple. So be sure, if you have to be on the road, just take it easy and take it slow and use plenty of caution, as we could see some slick spots not only tonight but also for the first half of your Saturday. Low temperatures are chilly as you wake up in the morning. Most of us wake up well below freezing, in the middle to upper 20s as that drier air begins to take over. Let's time that out on Future View as we go into your weekend. We are tracking some mainly dry weather as you wake up. A small chance of a passing flurry or a few passing snow showers, but again, most are dry. Also cold tomorrow. Check out these high temperatures. We are well below average. We should be in the 40s. Highs tomorrow could stay below freezing all day for some of us. So we are tracking some very cold weather, and we stay bitterly cold into late tomorrow. Also early on Sunday, low temperatures in the upper teens and lower 20s as you wake up on Sunday. So be sure to protect those pipes and your pets as we stay very cold into tomorrow. Those temperatures top out close to freezing in the middle to lower 30s. And again, a small chance of a passing flurry early in the morning, but most of your day tomorrow is dry. More dry weather on Sunday, and that warm up is also on by Sunday as well. Temperatures top out in the middle 40s, lower 50s on Monday. And check this out. This roller coaster ride continues, upper 50s, lower 60s as we go into Wednesday, also Thursday of next week. Here is a look at your Community Trust Bank 7-day forecast, where the weekend is always in view as we are tracking some more drier air to push into the region, and that will continue into your Sunday and Monday. Some more sunshine on tap. Lower 50s on Monday, middle 50s by Tuesday. Now we are tracking the chance for a few spotty rain showers on Tuesday, also for Wednesday, Thursday. Middle 50s on Tuesday, upper 50s, low 60s by Wednesday, Thursday. Cooler by Friday. Highs in the upper 40s and lower 50s. Madison?
All right, Cameron, thank you. A New York State Supreme Court judge ordered former President Donald Trump and his companies to pay close to $355 million in penalties in a civil fraud trial. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavidez reports from the courthouse in Lower Manhattan.
Former President Donald Trump vowed to appeal a judge's decision to impose a nearly $355 million penalty against him in a civil fraud case.
A crooked New York State judge just ruled that I have to pay a fine of $355 million for having built a perfect company. Great cash, great buildings, great everything.
Judge Arthur Engoron ruled that Trump, his companies, and some executives were involved in an ongoing scheme to dupe banks and others with financial statements that inflated the former president's wealth. In his ruling, the judge said of Trump and the other defendants, their complete lack of remorse borders on pathological.
And for years, Donald Trump engaged in deceptive business practices and tremendous fraud.
Friday's decision bars the former president from serving as an officer or director for his New York businesses or any New York corporation for 3 years.
It's not a situation where people have lost money, let alone lost lives because of a fraud. He really does have a viable argument that this is a different justice system applying to him and to his business.
Judge Engoron stepped back from an earlier ruling that would have dissolved Trump's New York-based companies altogether.
White-collar financial fraud is not a victimless crime.
New York Attorney General Letitia James sued Trump in 2022 under a state law that authorizes her to investigate persistent fraud in business dealings. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, New York.
Trump's two sons were each fined $4 million and barred from doing business in New York for 2 years. That brings the leadership of the family company into question. President Biden visited East Palestine, Ohio today, just a little more than 1 year after a disastrous train derailment. The train that came off the tracks last February was carrying more than 1 million pounds of toxic chemicals that seeped into the town's soil, water, and air. President Biden has been heavily criticized for not visiting the site of the ecological catastrophe sooner. Earlier today, he met with business owners and community members to talk about the progress he's made to hold Norfolk Southern accountable. $15 million could soon be added to the Pediatric Cancer Research Trust Fund in Kentucky. One Eastern Kentucky family went to Frankfort this week to advocate for that amount of money. Shannon Ritchie, who lost her son Colton to cancer, says they feel confident lawmakers will approve the funding. Ritchie's family has also created a nonprofit to help other families battling cancer.
To help pay an electric bill, a mortgage payment. We have helped pay several funeral bills, unfortunately. But whatever they may need. We've also helped send kids on trips and gave them some extra spending money while they've been fighting DIPG.
You can visit the foundation's Facebook page, Team Colton DIPG Foundation, to find out how to donate. Ritchie says they are continuing what their community started. One Eastern Kentucky doctor is hoping to help end the HIV epidemic by 2030. WYMT's Steve Hensley spoke with ARH and MCHC Director of Infectious Diseases, Dr. Ferris Cotter, in next week's Issues and Answers. Dr. Cotter says a grant is allowing for further treatment and prevention through testing and treating HIV. He adds that treatment for the virus has come a long way.
When I was in training, it was a death sentence. We had only 1 or 2 classes of medication. Now we have several. I cannot even count how many classes of medication we have. We have over 30 different treatments you can give. And once you are connected to a provider, take your medications, you can live a normal life.
You can learn more about the effort to end HIV and several other health topics on Issues and Answers Monday night at 7 right here on WYMT. A new memorial was placed in Breaks, Virginia today, marking a space almost lost to time. The Old Mullen Slave Cemetery on the Willowbrooks Golf Course has held the graves for unnamed slaves for around 200 years. Descendants of the man who owned the slaves buried there spent the day laying a monument to honor and name some of the former slaves, hoping to offer a little respect to those who never knew it during their lives.
And it has been such an interesting journey with just what little I know, but we're still working to find more about the history of the families who are here and as much information as we can find.
The family hopes the monument will help spark conversation and bring honor to the Black men and women buried on site. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Nate Johnson and Armando Berry will have highlights and scores from across the coverage area, plus a preview of Kentucky's Auburn matchup. ARH Sports Overtime is coming your way right after this break.